When guests arrive at your restaurant, their first impression is based on how they are greeted and how the dining room looks and feels. A perfectly detailed dining room sparkles. Everything looks in its place, and your guest feels both welcomed and cared for. When setting up your dining room, you need to look at both the big picture and the small details. The big picture starts with the placement of the dining tables. They should be visually balanced and aligned. Be sure that your layout accommodates a full house and leaves enough room for the waitstaff to move around each guest. The room may look great empty, but you need to visualize it full. The details of the dining room are how well you prepare your supporting areas, like your side stand, cleaning glassware and flatware, and how you place the table settings and chairs. Any drapes, pictures, or lighting should be dust-free. Carpets vacuumed, and there should be no stale or prominent odors. There are a lot of details, and they need to be attended to before you open your doors, or after service for the next seating. Checklists are a good way to ensure that things get done when they should be done. How well you do them will directly affect your work during service. Like anything, you take care of the details now, and the job goes smoother later on. The workload should be distributed evenly to all the waitstaff. Sometimes you may need to help another area get ready. Just remember, this is part of the normal teamwork of the dining room. As tasks are completed or just before service, your immediate supervisor or manager will see if everything has been done correctly and on schedule. The common checklist will be specific to your location and even the time of year, and would be too lengthy to explain each item in detail. Usually, they fall into two categories. One is cleaning, and the other is prepping items used during service. When handling non-food and food items on this list, like flatware or filling sugar bowls, be aware of proper sanitation procedures and ultimately, your guests' health. Some of the familiar cleaning tasks the floor staff would be responsible for are silverware, both flatware and hollowware, glassware, especially wine glasses, menus and menu covers, side stands and guidlines, salt and pepper shakers, all customer seating, front door glass and brass, mirrors and artwork in the room, all tableside service equipment, coffee station, bread warmers. In preparing for service, you'll need to place folded napkins at each place setting, stock folded napkins on side stand, cut lemons for tea service, fill sugar bowls, fill salt and pepper shakers, prepare butter for bread service, line bread baskets with napkins and fill them, stock side stands with flatware setting for subsequent courses, and many more. An actual list would look something like this and should be posted in a visible spot. If you feel the workload is unrealistic for the time allotted, talk with the manager. Let them know your concerns. There may be ways to spread the work around or reset priorities. They are on your side and want the same positive results. During service time, you'll need to reset flatware, bring wine glasses, or expedite an order. Most dining rooms have a storage area called a side stand, where you easily get anything you may need for your guests. Side stands are often visible to everyone in the dining room. They must be kept clean, yet stocked with everything you need. A disorganized side stand will hinder service. What you store in your side stand depends on your type of service and physical structure of the side stand. Common items you may have on your side stand include glassware, flatware, coffee and tea service items, linens, extra plates for sharing, condiments, and accessories. Remember, food items and condiments kept on the side stand need extra attention. Some states have sanitation regulations regarding condiments. Your manager will know what is applicable. Every establishment is different. Be sure your side stand has everything you need to do your job efficiently. The most handled items during service are flatware and glassware. They can also generate the most guest complaints about cleanliness. Glassware and flatware go through the dishwasher, but they should still be polished. Why? Because water spots will mar the shine on a glass, and occasionally some soil or lipstick will remain. Glasses should be steamed and polished with a polishing cloth that is lint-free. Set up a chafing dish with a small amount of water in the hotel pan and a shallow perforated pan set inside that. Place the glasses upside down in the perforated pan. Let the steam collect inside the glasses and around the outside. Make sure the bottom of the glasses gets steamy too. Then take the base of a glass in one corner of the polishing cloth. Take the other end of the cloth and stuff it into the bowl of the glass. Polish the glass by rotating it in the cloth. Because the base of the glass stays inside the cloth, the whole glass is polished, dry, and ready to use. If you pre-fill your water glasses for a banquet, you may not need to polish the glasses. Flatware sometimes shows spottiness from the drying process. Separate the different pieces by type. A handful of flatware can be dipped into hot water and then held inside a polishing cloth. Wearing gloves is good for sanitation and your hands. Each piece should be pushed through the fingers holding the cloth and into a clean, dry container ready for use. As with the glasses, there is no skin contact while cleaning. With attention to each piece, you will see the difference in the dining room when everything glistens. This level of cleanliness is expected and will add to the overall experience of the guest. If you need to count out large quantities of flatware, say for a banquet, use a scale. Pre-measure and make a chart of what 25 forks weigh, what 25 knives weigh, etc. If you know what 100 forks weigh and you will need 400 for a banquet, don't count them one by one. Use the scale. It can be much quicker. At the end of service, there are additional tasks, known as closing side work, to get ready for the next service period. A difficult aspect of breaking down is that everyone wants to go home. This lack of interest can lead to shortcuts and mistakes. As with setting up, there are things that need to be cleaned and others that need to be replenished for the next service. The best way to get these tasks done efficiently and by who is the closing checklist. It will include tasks like cleaning the coffee station, stow bags of dirty linen for pickup, and empty garbage cans into the front of the house, just to name a few. The goal is to avoid the vicious cycle of forgotten tasks that then become the ammunition for the next shift. This is very important. At the end of a long night, it can be difficult to get serious cooperation, but everything needs to be done right and checked by the captain or the manager. Harboring resentments will tear down any sense of teamwork.